Hey everyone, Martinello here from Above the Wreckage Studios in Toronto. Today I'm going to be talking to you about USBs and giving you some tips and tricks on what you should be looking for when you're buying your USB. Now, as a DJ, your USB is probably one of the most important tools you can have. It carries all your music. You're going to take it with you from gig to gig. You want to make sure you have something that's reliable. The worst thing that can happen is you show up to the club or you show up to the studio and your USB isn't working and it's giving you problems. You want to avoid that at all costs. Now, I have a couple different USBs here. One thing that I look for in a USB is durability, so the actual physical durability of the USB. So this is one that I bought from Walmart. It's super cheap. The reason I got it was I was just transferring some files and I needed something last minute, but I would never be using something like this on a CDJ. Now, it feels flimsy when I'm squeezing it, and it just all around feels very, very cheap. And that's usually the first sign to tell you the USB is probably cheap. Now, the one that I personally use is a SanDisk. This one right here. This one's very firm, it's strong, and it just feels like a quality USB. I'm going to head over to my internet browser and I'm going to show you exactly which USB I have and some other things that you can look for when you're buying one. Okay, so here we are, the handy dandy Amazon, where you can find anything you need on the internet. This is the USB that I use, the SanDisk Extreme Go USB 3.1 flash drive. I have a 64 gig. Everyone's always asking me what size USB they should get. I use a 64. It's supposed to hold around 12,000 songs. I don't have anywhere close to that, so for me, the 64 gig worked. If you have it in the budget, you can go for the 128 gig. I don't see any problem with that. The price difference really isn't that big of a difference either. Totally personal preference. I mean, if you can afford it, I would just say get the 128 because you have more room and you'll just never run out of space. So that's a good peace of mind, I guess. One of the things to really look for when you're getting a USB is the hardware interface as well as the read speed. So if you look down here, you can see this one is a USB 3.0 and the read speed is 200 megabytes per second. Basically what this means is how quickly the CDJs will read your USB. So when you plug it in, how quickly do your folders come up, and when you actually select a song, how quickly it loads to the CDJ and analyzes across. Like I said before, I've seen people use USBs that they got from Walmart or they found in a drawer somewhere that's been there for years, and they plug it in and for whatever reason it just doesn't work. It's slow, it's unreliable. This one here, I'm not being paid to say anything about this. I just am talking from pure experience. It's a great USB all around. I highly recommend it. If you want, do some research on your own. Look around at other USBs that you might prefer. For me, this one's great. But like I said, keep an eye open for the USB size as well as the hardware interface and the read speed. This stuff is super important. That's it for this video. I'll put a link in the comments for this USB if this is something that you want to get. Other than that, if you found this video helpful to you and useful in any way, please, I really do appreciate a like, a subscribe, a follow. It goes a long way. Other than that, let me know in the comments if there's something that you want to cover or a video that you'd like me to make, and I'll do my best. That's it for me today. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in.